Hey, Katie. Oh my God. Are we really doing this?
We are. Welcome to Higher Downloads, where two moms, entrepreneurs, and spiritual seekers are getting real about doing our best to live life in alignment.
Yeah, and by getting real, we mean the raw, unfiltered voice memo version of ourselves.
And you know what we're really obsessed with lately: higher
hmm
downloads.
You know that moment when clarity arrives seemingly from nowhere? That's it. That's the higher download from your highest self.
Exactly, because we know everyone has the ability to access their own higher downloads. So nothing is off limits here. Everything in the wheel of life, from career, spirituality, motherhood, relationships.
Yep. Everything. And really through the lens of higher consciousness and joy. And we have to share our higher downloads too, right? So grab your coffee
Or your crystals, or whatever you need to have fun with us.
and get ready to tune in to your own wisdom channel because receiving higher downloads means you can live your life in HD.
Higher Downloads starts now.
Are we recording?
Yeah. Welcome to Higher Downloads.
Welcome to Higher Downloads and apparently our dance party. We're doing something different.
Coffee with the Katies. Cheers.
Cheers!
Coffee with the Katies.
Your favorite Katies are in person.
We're here. Higher Downloads live in real time. So exciting.
I know. Why are we together?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we see each other in real life too, but like
2026 Quantum Life Force Activation Retreat.
yeah,
I don't think we formally named it.
but
it is
now
that.
it is that.
It is that. So,
Quantum,
quantum.
because we believe that things don't have to be incremental. Life force, because
Life force is what is activated when you're in alignment.
and yesterday we had a good conversation about where does life force originate, and it comes from within. So what can we control? How do we control alignment? And what was the other part? Activation.
Activation. And going through our different things, right? Identifying what we want, going through what's blocking us, what's keeping us from there, getting more specific, challenging our limiting beliefs.
Y'all, it's good that we're coming to you today because yesterday there were tears, little snot,
A lot of laughs.
a lot of laughs.
Yeah.
It's just like, you have to look back and to look forward, and you have to really stretch yourself to look even more forward, and that's scary.
It is, but fun. If you're okay with the discomfort.
Correct.
You're willing to lean in. And I think that was a great exercise yesterday of just practicing naming the things that feel uncomfortable and letting yourself be witnessed. Because that's one of my favorite parts is like saying the thing out loud that I've been struggling with. It makes me tear up, but it's so important to be witnessed by someone else to help you see how silly it is or where you have room to grow. And I love it.
I know. Actually, I have a morning gratitude journal, and that's the first thing I put of what I was grateful for today from yesterday was being witnessed and then bearing witness. Because so much of that junk that keeps those limiting stories we tell ourselves, we keep them in here because God forbid we let it out. We don't want people to know our head trash. And it's really helpful. But yeah, God, we didn't get here overnight. We had to work on the vulnerability
Practice.
and friendship. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, but so we live in Austin and we drove to Houston. It was a little adventure. It was like a 12-hour adventure. So we left your house.
It really was.
Yeah, at what, 8:30?
And we got here around 8:30.
Yeah. So we did a little Texas adventure, which was fun. But what did we do? Where did we go? Our first stop.
We went to a Korean spa. It's the second time I've been because the first time I went was when you did this at a retreat for us last year. And I remember being so scared because the only thing I had known about Korean spas is that you're supposed to be naked. But I thought it was the whole time, and it wasn't. And anyway, but this was a different one, and we really liked it.
Yeah. No, I know. It is so funny, especially in like prude white culture, like being naked in front of people, that's not a thing.
It's so weird how much meaning is ascribed to it. Like,
judgment, for sure.
Judgment.
The
Oh,
body.
the
Yeah.
judgment.
And I love the, like, okay, so Korean spa, let's lay it out. If you haven't been before, it's big. It's almost like the size of like a small Target, maybe.
small Target.
Maybe a whole Target.
Okay.
A 2-story,
Well,
like.
this one we went to, not only are there 12 sauna rooms, but there's a kids club, a golf simulation, a
Bar,
cafe, a restaurant, and a bar. So
yeah, massage rooms too. Yeah.
I would say like a small IKEA.
A small IKEA, yeah.
Okay, maybe
So
not that
fun.
big, but still.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, you go in and you check in, your shoes have to go off, right? They get put away and everybody in there is wearing socks. Like, love that was like part of the
I
Asian
know.
culture.
Yeah.
And so you put them in the little locker room, you get your wristband, you put everything away. Your wristband, it reminds me of like Disney World, where like you link your credit card to your
100%.
wristband and you go into
you
the
are
portal.
a number, and you like, you tap your little band, and
We'll deal with the money later. It's like, you'll get the bill at the end.
yeah, go enjoy your experience.
Yeah. But then they give you the t-shirt and shorts that are like so
Awful.
like asexual, gender neutral, like baggy, long. They're like long cotton basketball shorts and a big t-shirt.
Yeah, and everyone looks the same.
Yep.
If you've watched anything about Squid Games, it basically looks like
Squid
that.
Games uniform. Yes. That's perfect.
But what I appreciate about it is when you're in all those saunas, you're sweating like a banshee. So.
Yes. And you have to be strategic, because I've made the mistake of going in, getting sweaty, and then trying to go in the pool and then thinking I'll get back out and put my sweaty clothes back on. No. You have to be strategic.
Yeah, no. There's a method to the madness.
Yes. But yes, you get the outfit, and the saunas are just a shared common space, but each of the locker rooms has a gender separated pool area. Yeah. And in the pool area, where they also do Korean scrubs, you can't wear clothes in there. No clothing. And you have to shower before you go in any of the pools. But there's like different pools at different temperatures, and one was like a big tea kettle.
Yes, they were steeping rose petals, rosemary, lemongrass,
like different herbs. Like that was the herb of the tea of the day.
It was the tea.
We got to soak ourselves in a giant teacup, basically.
Oh, we missed a chance to do give the tea in the tea. We don't do tea.
No,
we do alignment.
That's right. But that was super fun.
Yeah. Okay, so let me describe it from like I didn't know what to expect. But this one. So the different saunas are different temperatures, different types, different material. This one was cool. Was this the first time you ever did the clay beads?
Yes.
Okay.
The ochre balls that are natural infrared properties.
When it's heated, it releases infrared.
So cool.
So there's this room, at least the one we went to, Spa World, where think about a child's ball pit, but they're like tiny.
Yeah.
And they're made of that clay. And you can like bury yourself in it.
And they're hot. Yeah.
Hot.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. There was a golden pyramid.
Yes.
Very cool.
That was fun.
An infrared room, which we learned the hard way. Different mats were different temperatures.
Yeah, where you just have like red light laying and you just lay on it. That was nice. My favorite part is that it's quiet. It's almost like a library most of the time, and most people don't have their phones. Some people do, but it's quiet. And then each room you have to like look in the little glass before you go in. You can't see who's in there. And I'm always amused when like we walked into the forest room that was dark, and it was basically like a giant screen of like walking slowly through the forest, and the people are in there just passed out.
Completely, like the man is snoring.
I'm always amused on like how many people are in these rooms, and like are they sleeping, or it's always amusing to me.
Yeah, so I guess the point's like it's relaxation, it's detoxification. It's like, America, all the fad right now are the saunas and the cold plunge, but there are ancient cultures who have known this about detoxification and temperature for a long time. Silence, meditation. And so it's just a place where you can do all of that.
Yeah.
And it's not like people aren't there to bro out or show off their bodies. It feels very inclusive, welcoming. people are there for
relaxation, peace. And I love too, it's like you can't just really pop in and out. Like we've gone and it's like 5 hours that we're there.
If you really want to take advantage of all the amenities. We also grabbed lunch there. It is you should know that the restaurant, I'm already craving that crispy rice bowl.
Bulgogi, I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
Bulgogi. So good. Okay, but so this was your second time. How was it thinking about going compared to the first time that you went?
Yes, so this is vulnerable, but we promised to do that on this podcast. So we were with 2 other friends. There were 4 of us, and
the first time,
and one lady I had never met, and Katie's like, we're gonna go to a Korean spa. I'm like, I love a spa, I love a massage, and I'm like, cool. And then I look it up, and then one of the big things is like no clothing, and I'm like, what did I just get myself into? What kind of kink discrimination? Yeah. And I really was worried about it. I did a lot of like looking at my body, a lot of American culture of like, where and how do you landscape? Like, just really all of a sudden you're in your body, and then you're like, wait, how are people going to observe my body? And we've talked a lot about that, about how, especially Western culture, but all like how women's bodies have become objectified.
Yeah, and critiqued. And just observed.
Yeah, and what's beauty, but what's actually real.
Yeah.
You know? So there was a lot more anxiety, anticipation, and this time it was like, here I am. I'm really here to detoxify, to relax, to stretch, to lengthen my muscles, to like, and then the pool area, so the saunas will do all that, and there's a cold room too, but the pools where where there's no clothing, different temperatures, a cold plunge as well. So same idea of like helping your body to detoxify.
Yeah. And I remember the first time after going and just seeing people, women, obviously we're in the women's locker room, but like women of all ages, all coming from all different places, all different body types. And I just remember leaving being like, why do we make this such a big deal? They're just bodies, and they're all beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, they're all beautiful and interesting and imperfect. And, like, it's so refreshing. I definitely remember walking away the first time, having done it, being like, what was that about? Why? Wow, that was really in my head. And I really was overthinking that. So
Same. And, I mean, that's the point. Like, that first one, I was so concerned with how was I going to be perceived. But then I saw other women, and I'm like, I don't care. Mm-mm. And also like, wow, just like we're all imperfectly beautiful. Mm-hmm. Like, and what is the big deal?
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
So I did not worry or fret this time.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Yeah. I definitely didn't overthink it. And it was just us 2 this year. Yeah. So we had a little bit more time, which was nice. And it was my first time getting a Korean scrub. The body scrub, the very well known Korean.
That's like kind of the signature offering.
Yes. Yeah. But to lay this out, like, I can't get over it. Literally, like, what I imagine, it's in the like locker room area with the baths and everything, where everything's wet. There's showers in there because you have to rinse off, and there's just water everywhere.
Yep.
But then there's these almost like the like stalls of a bathroom, like the partition walls that don't go all the way to the ground, and you can see these tables on the other side of it. And these tables look like a morgue table. They're like metal.
Kind of.
Like metal. There is a little like rubber covering on it, but they're just like hosing it down. It's very...
You have to do the fish market analogy.
Oh my God. So, I mean, I knew I was going to be laying on this table naked, like getting hosed down basically and scrubbed like a little piece of meat. Like, I feel like I was on the chopping block. But then I'm laying there and she's doing her thing. And I'm like all I can picture is when you think about like the Japanese fish market, when they get the giant like $2 million tunas and like lay them out and everyone's looking at it and they start like descaling it. I'm like, I'm the fish. She's descaling me right now, and she's like lifting me up, doing like hosing me down. I'm like, I'm The fish.
You are the
She's
fish.
hosing off all the excess trash she just cut off.
Yeah, she exfoliated you.
It was hilarious.
She descaled you.
And it was so funny. And I didn't even tell you this part. The funniest is because you're wet and soapy. Like they're scrubbing, then soaping, then washing. So there's a lot going on, and you're on this rubber table.
Or were you
I
pretty
could. No,
okay.
I could relax.
Because I could imagine just being like, what's coming next?
Yeah, I mean a little at the first time. But she would rotate me. But because it was wet and slippery, she would literally like hover over me and keep her hand on this side to make sure I don't slip off the table. Because it was just... Yeah.
You think someone has?
Oh, I'm 100% somebody has slipped off the table. Yeah.
Yeah, soap and water.
So, but I left feeling glowing.
And you literally were.
It was really nice.
At the same time, I was getting massaged, and then I walked out and I was like, did she scrub your face? You're glowing.
Yeah, it was nice. And I was imagining, I'm like, that all that rubbing that has to help with the lymph and everything too.
The lymph, yeah.
So it was an adventure.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't do the hour. I was thinking, I don't think I could really enjoy this for an hour.
Yeah, I would imagine it getting almost too much.
Oh, yeah. It felt more like body maintenance than like relaxation.
Right. Well, hey, it's cool. You tried it.
Yeah, it was good.
Check that off
Worth
your
a
bingo
try.
card.
Yeah, I would do it again. Just,
Well, I got a massage at the same time. I really needed it. I was having some soreness in like my hip. And I had an experience in Austin a couple weeks ago where I told a masseuse I was having trouble with my hip. And like I was hoping she would get in there, but she really didn't. It was kind of like a little, almost like she just didn't want to go in that area. And so I was disappointed because I needed some work. And I told Kitty, my masseuse,
Kitty?
in the way you're talking about being like manhandled, Kitty made me her rag doll. And she was in that hip, and she was, and it was, speaking of cultural norms, like it was just like, this is the way I felt. I felt like she was like, you shared with me something you need, and I will do that. I will get in there and I will help you, and it's not going to be weird. And like, I mean, she was insane, like stretching me and, and so
awesome.
Yeah, it was actually one of the best massages ever.
That's fantastic.
And I can feel a difference.
Yeah, it was nice to actually have service while we were there.
Was that was your first time?
Yeah, to do service there, yeah. So it was so good. And I feel like as part of our goal setting / reflection adventure is like getting into the body, getting present, having a moment to like really tap in and relax. Like it's so nice to separate. Because you have to like put your phone in the locker and
you don't have your
almost
phone.
don't know what time it is if you don't look.
No,
you know?
And talk about, that's why I think I said like Chronos versus Kairos time was like, wait, what? How much time has passed? So it's a nice portal to think about for goal setting, because you don't want to just go straight from your everyday life to like sitting at a table and discussing it. It gets you in your body. We did some stretching. Talk about like, symbolically like the detoxification, kind of letting out the old, making space for the new.
Yes.
What made you think of that? Because you've been doing it for multiple years.
To go to the spa.
Yeah.
I think it was somebody else's suggestion. I had the first couple years that I would do the retreat, it was with 3 or 4 other ladies. And so we were all just planning it together. And I think one of them had been to the like King Spa in Dallas and had done it before. And I think it was just, that was one of the recommendations. Yeah. And I'm so grateful because I love it now. Like I love finding like the Turkish spa or the Korean spa.
We really need one in Austin. If anyone's listening, entrepreneurs.
When I was doing some research about which ones in Houston, 'cause there's several in Houston, which ones are the best, and the Reddit thread, they were giving feedback, but then somebody had said that in China, that there's actually humongous Korean spas in China that are like some of the best in the world. So it's on my bucket list.
It's beautiful. It's highly recommended. Like there are areas where the floors are heated. There are little nap pods. It's really like come here and relax.
Oh yeah, that was really nice. Your massage was an hour and my scrub was 30 minutes. So I went, they basically have these little dome adult nap pods that you like crawl into. They're heated. There's a light and then like a little thing you can kind of shut for privacy. And I went in there for 30 minutes and meditated and like dozed off with the lights off. It was so delightful.
It gives like when you're a little kid, it gives like the tent vibe or like the little clubhouse vibe as a kid. Like, oh, I'm going to crawl in here and sleep and have my own little space.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It was so nice. And then we adventured on. So Houston, and it's been icy.
Yeah.
The ice, cold weather. So I was laughing when you and I had made 0 food plans. And then all of a sudden, we're like, the ice is coming. And if you don't know, in Texas, everybody freaks out because they can't handle the ice and snow. And they go buy all the groceries. And
no, there's collective PTSD for sure.
There is.
Because we've had our electrical grid give out. And so, but it's mass hysteria. It's like, really, people, if you check the temperature, it's going to be 2 days. Did you really need 3 weeks worth?
Probably already had that food. Yeah. But we managed to find what we needed.
We got exactly what we needed and wanted, so we could cook some healthy meals.
That's right. And come out to the ranch, Rocky Top.
Yay.
My family has some beautiful property, and they were out of town, so took advantage of the space and the nature.
Yep. Shout out to Katie's parents for this beautiful space.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, and then we talked about a goal setting. We had a goal setting episode. Mm-hmm. So we talked about how important it is to look back, which was fun because we did that on the drive in the spa. Yes. What are highlights of last year? What those things.
Utilizing the drive, talking through everything on the drive and at the spa in between. But and then setting an intention, right? We had an agenda, and we had some major like what are things we don't want to miss?
Correct.
Which would be whenever you think about what's the most important way to go through the day for you?
Well, what I appreciated this time was approaching it like, okay, I have enough self-awareness. I've been doing my own growth and work and therapy for so long. I'm self-aware enough to know that a lot of the early stuff that I want to verbally process are limiting beliefs and kind of just like the stale stuff, some old stories. And I feel like I just catharsisly need to get it out and let someone bear witness that this is some of the shiz that I gotta work through, and like just kind of let that out and just let that be instead of it festering right underneath. And so whatever, which you resist persists. And so just saying it like, here's some stuff I'm really struggling with, and then you just holding space and kind of like wiping that. It's like descaling.
It is. And I like you're saying wiping it away, but it's almost like if you don't, those things are layered on top of all of your beliefs, your statements, what you think you can accomplish, right? If you leave that extra layer on top, it's still there as you're
putting
creating
like really expensive, beautiful lotion on top of dead skin isn't gonna penetrate and give you the benefit you need.
That's right.
Same thing. You wouldn't plant flowers or new whatever and like
not gonna have that glow.
Brittle soil. Yeah. So we just we descaled. We talked about that stuff. Yeah, that felt good.
Yeah. I think, too, the fun part for me is before getting to that, it was very intentional of let's reflect on what has happened.
Oh, you're right. Were you teeing me up to talk about that?
No, I wasn't. Okay. No, I absolutely wasn't.
Right. Before we descaled, we did, yeah.
But I was just remembering, like, that we would basically, I'd be like, okay, tell me one thing you're most proud of from this year. Like very intentional, and then like trading off, obviously. It was like, who could come up with a great question that's going to help that person have to reflect?
Really think.
Like, where did you grow the most this year? Like, just really prompting and really, because most people aren't stopping and really zooming out and going on their own. I think being prompted is really helpful. So that was a really
I thought of a great question. I was like, what was the best surprise for you last year? And you were like, blah. And then you're like, what about you? And I was like, ask the question enough. So, and then I had to think, and I remember I came up with 3 different things over time. Wait, no, I think it was this.
Yeah.
So prompting. And then we also did something different this year, it's always like, what is it for you reflection? But this year, we challenged each other to give a reflection. How did I see you last year?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And that was that was my idea. And then I was like, wait, no, maybe I don't want to hear it. But it was that bearing witness and like, wow, you see that in me? Like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And what areas do you see for growth? And that's always a tricky one.
That's hard. That's hard to tell someone. Like, I know you've been doing so much good work, and then like, here's a growth edge. Mm-hmm. But what's cool is I think about when I do a lot of leadership work, there's cool books out there like Radical Candor and Brene Brown talks about connect before correct. And the truth is, like, if you know, if someone's giving constructive feedback or doing something, if it's coming from a place of love, it's so much easier to accept it. Like, this person is actually cares about my growth. It's not so we had created.
Yeah. And I think you have to find the right person to do it with, because there's also this risk of some, like you had said, like maybe I'm projecting, because like there is a risk of like that person is using their own lens of maybe limitation or skewed perspective based on how they see the world. So it is important that you find like the right person to do that with, right? Mm-hmm. So that they're not maybe giving you skewed feedback. But that's the important part of building a community and a tribe that does their work and has shared values on how they work on themselves and how they see the world and all that.
Orientation of the world.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that was fun. I love that.
Fun.
It was hard and fun and awesome.
Yep.
And then we did our agenda and started with clearing, like, where do I feel a little sticky, or what feels, this is my best part, is when I am unsure. If I'm I'm like, I don't know the answer. I don't know the outcome. I don't know where this is going. I don't know how to do it. Those are my topics. Like, I think I had 4 or 5 where I'm like, these are just where I'm just kind of like in it and I can't see out of it. Yeah,
like I'm swirling on it.
Too many factors that are unclear still. Help me tease through this. Help me. What am I not seeing? Whatever. Yeah.
And it's cool because there were moments where I wanted to interject during we call it like either hot seat or love. I prefer love seat. But there were moments where I wanted to be like, oh, I see something. But I could tell you just needed that safe container and you were working through some of your own. So I would take little notes and later share. But there's something about just being able to have that space to work through it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so some themes that I saw, because I'm like love to do qualitative research, some themes that keep coming up. And I think that just so many people can relate. A big one was self-trust and versus trust in others.
Or like how I like to say it is, or giving your power away.
Ugh.
Like self-empowerment or self-assuredness, that self-trust. Yeah. Same thing, like same.
Yeah, where does it come from? When you orient to a new situation at work or in personal life, is it that you are putting more faith and trust in hoping that that person shows up? Or are you putting more faith and trust that however they show up, you're able to navigate it based on your needs? That was like a theme. Absolutely. It manifested different for each of us, but It was a theme.
In the different areas. Yeah. But it is so funny because of the 4 or 5 things that I wrote out, bullet points, they weren't separate. It was still similar underlying root cause
the energy
ties. But they seemed like very different areas of life, right?
Oh, for sure.
So, but good exercise. And then for my takeaways from going through that is reflections from you, right? Incorporated with like what I'm seeing as I say it out loud and process it.
Right.
And then like, what can I do about it? Yes.
So we didn't just leave it with like regurgitation. We got to a place of, so what is in my control? What would progress feel like? What would I want to say this time next year? So that felt really cool.
Absolutely.
And you know, it's so funny, embarrassing, whatever. It's like sometimes like the biggest action is like, well, I've been putting this off. I just need to make time.
Just do it.
Like there's this big thing I need to finish. And you were like, how long would it actually take you? And I'm like, 10 hours. And you're like, so schedule it. And I'm like, shit, you're right. I could get that knocked out in a week or 2 if I really like.
Yeah.
But it was like so
Yeah. Absolutely. No, the things that feel big and hard, they tend to often just be simple.
And maybe that's it. Like maybe it's when you do this alone or you try to think in your head how much bigger it is, but you get it out, you realize other people are going through stuff that's similar. Yeah. So that was really nice. So we're walking away each with some action items, some alignment items. I mean, for me, it's like, it's a no-brainer. I know I feel better, think better, produce and create better when I'm connected to source and meditate. And it's just like, I need to do that. That has to be non-negotiable, you know. We're also not stopping here.
No, that was part one. But I really enjoy we broke it out in 2 sections this year because we had less people, so we were able to spend more time. And so it was literal part 1, I go first, then you go first, and then we say we are done with that. Here's our takeaway. Now we're going to take a little break, have a snack,
Dance party,
and then come back for like clean slate. We've gotten our bodies. We really reflected on like what is holding us back.
Yeah, I reflected
do.
on some hard questions you asked me. I don't even think you meant for them to be hard, but it was like, ooh. And then I was like, okay, I'm ready to go deeper.
Yeah. Ready to like implement a plan and what am I actually doing with the progress of the limiting beliefs baked in, right? Not making decisions, still believing or feeling held back.
Correct.
But feeling empowered.
Really understanding the mind, body, spirit connection, understanding that how often we do make decisions from limiting beliefs or fear or scarcity, and holding each other to the framework that we both buy into around the laws of the universe and our ability to have divine co-creator energy within us.
Absolutely. Our ability to create from nothing too. Yeah.
And I think there was also some moments where we realized like just our humanity too. It's like there are some things that just have to happen before others.
Yeah.
And just being able to say like for work, here I have to get this one thing locked in so other things. But that was real, and I was able to pressure test because sometimes we make fake things. If I have this, then I'll be happy. If I lose this weight, I will this. If I do this.
Or everything has to be orderly, so I can't do this till I finish this.
Right.
Maybe that's not
And
true.
really checking on, is there an order of operations or is that a limiting belief? So we worked through that.
Yeah, because we have big ambitions and we have expansive ideas about what we want.
Yeah.
Like not like, it's very linear and I'm here and I'm going to do this little thing and it's going to be this month, like just incrementally different. No,
yeah,
like
it's not incremental.
No, it's not incremental. And so there is a level of like, I always joke, like there is a level of delusion.
There's
that
a
has
level
to be
of
in there.
delusion. Yeah.
Because what is you have to see it before it can be. So it's a dance. And I was sharing with you that I love creation. I love the origination of creation. Like that feels very exciting. I could start a new company every year, but like that's not really what I want. That's
not ideal.
That's not really my long-term vision. Like I need to be able to commit and continue something that's actually going to give me what I want, even though it feels really fun and exciting to always have something new.
Shiny ball syndrome.
Yeah. But I have so many ideas that's fun, but that's not going to give me longevity that I'm actually looking for. So it's been interesting this year, especially. I get a little disappointed when I don't have a list of 10 new things I'm going to create.
New things. And then our astrological, because we checked our astrological weather for the day of, and we both got called out about like not trying, because I'm similar in the same way of like I get excited about new stuff and activation, and we both got called out about being specific and going deep and focusing. So that was kind of a funny thing.
Yeah, and my literal timing around 2026 in the astrology direction, finding patterns to establish at home and rebuilding safety at home, like way more chill than like it has been the last few years. So that was reassuring. So I'm like, I know I need to do that, but it just feels a little against what I've been doing. So it feels different and that feels a little uncomfortable, but also it's like, I know that's what I need to do.
Yeah, you feel it in your bones. You know it's not sustainable to continue to create at that same pace. and we all have seasons, and so you felt it in your bones, reinforced by the astrological timing in your chart, that you're being invited to depth and burrowing and habit forming and things that will then create the foundation for more expansion, expansive growth.
Yep.
Cool. And so before we leave, we are going to put on our calendars in 5-ish weeks an accountability / acceleration session.
Yes.
Because
doesn't end here.
It can't end here.
There's so many follow-throughs that we have. So many action items like time blocking, putting things on the calendar, organizing the takeaways, updating our vision boards.
Updating vision boards. Oops. Yeah, mine is old.
Yeah, integration, right? That's
Integration,
really
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, and I think last year we called them accountability sessions, but I told you that it felt more like acceleration because I didn't feel like, oh God, like Katie's going to call me out. It was more like, wow, I've done a lot, but now I'm kind of stuck a little bit again.
Yeah.
Can you hold me? Can you remind me about that? And then I was able to work through and...
Well, the best part, I've tried so many different times to have accountability sessions. People don't do it, number one. Like they don't feel comfortable actually holding you accountable when it's just like when you're not paying someone to do it.
Oh,
probably
like a coach, yeah.
Coach will do it, but like a friend or whatever. So, but what I adore about us is that we're self-motivated. If we're stuck, it's like we're really just stuck or there's some kind of underlying thing, but we're going to move through it. We're going to look at it, figure it out, and move through it. And that's fun.
Yeah, if I can see it, if I can surface it and know what it is that's holding me back, have someone create that container where I can work that and see it, I'm going to bust through that.
Yeah.
So,
and it's fun for me to get to watch that. Because I've been with people where they just perpetually hold themselves back and get in their own way, and that's painful to watch.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely finding somebody who's going to match your energy on if you really want it and you're really going to go for it, you're going to need somebody else who's also doing that, because otherwise you're going to be hitting this like, come on, you're not doing the thing, but I want to do the thing, and it's just the energy of that is going to hold you back.
For sure. It's a commitment to evolution. It's like, and not stripping away any of that shame or guilt around like, well, I didn't do what I said I was going to do because the universe gifted me this, and now look at that. Like, and just to know that like that's the whole point of life, is we are going to evolve, and life's going to life, and things are going to come up. Opportunities you may never, but like the commitment to constant evolution and the commitment to living in alignment, I think are some of those foundational pieces.
Yeah, absolutely.
So stay tuned, because we are bringing the energy of the fire horse.
And we have a lot of fun things.
Oh yeah.
Coming.
Don't you think that as part of our goal setting, we did not talk about higher downloads?
Higher Downloads had its own little love seat.
We challenged ourselves. We have some really exciting, juicy topics.
We have some fun new content coming, new ideas, new topics. This art form, new tweaks to how we're creating the art.
Really focused on this being art, focused on creating community and encouraging others to see a different way of living. And know, like, we're in it too. We're moms, we're entrepreneurs, we're wives. We're in it. We're in the mess of America right now. It's the nicest way I could put it. And just really trying to do that. But here's the other thing. I'm going to say it. We would love, part of our manifestation is like, we want to be live with an audience. So if you have a conference or something and you're like, you know what? I think we could get the Katies out here to challenge us, to help us see things
live.
Let us know. We'll do a dance party together. We'll commune together. We'll talk about the hard. Yeah, I think that's the change we want to see in the world.
I think more live recording.
Yeah,
Holding
soon. The messy middle, but knowing we can still, two things can be true at once. Things can be really hard, and we can still create and live into our highest, best selves. So until then, we have a lot in store for you this year, and trust your higher downloads.
Happy New Year. You just experienced another higher download. We are so grateful you joined us on this journey.
Yep, so if you're feeling that high vibe energy and want more, subscribe wherever you get your podcast so you never miss an episode.
And if this episode sparks something in you, we'd be over the moon if you'd share it with someone who might need this download too.
Yep, connect with us on Instagram at Higher Downloads, where we share more behind the scenes magic and some bonus content.
You can also find full episodes, transcripts, show notes, and resources at higherdownloads.com.
Until next time, trust your downloads and keep vibrating higher.